Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. My audio is clear? Okay. So Hari Om, salutations to all, and welcome to this session on Puja Vidhi. Learn Puja Vidhi in simple steps. So before we go into the ritual proper, we will learn a few aspects about it, then we go into how to perform the puja. So first of all, why do we need to do a puja? Especially, people who study Vedanta, they ask, if I am already Brahman, why should I worship anybody else? So the question does not arise if one is already feeling as one with Brahman and everything else is Brahman, then obviously there's no question at all which will arise. There is no duality. But as long as the identification with the body is there, if I feel I am this jiva or I am this body, if Dehatma Bhav is there or Jivatma Bhav is there, then definitely there is Ishvara. And puja is to worship that Supreme Ishvara who created us, who created this whole universe. So what is the meaning of puja? Puja means Pujyate Anaya iti puja. That by which we worship is called puja. And whom do we worship? One who is Pujya. The Supreme Lord is the one who is worthy of all worship, all adoration, because he is infinite, most compassionate, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. So a spiritual seeker worships the Lord for various reasons. People worship. Someone worships to remove their problems, somebody worships to get some blessings, some boons they want, or some special desires of theirs have to be fulfilled. Somebody worships for well-being of others. If somebody is sick, they should become well, they should recover well. Some people worship because they want to develop purity of mind. As a spiritual seeker, one wants to develop purity of mind, one wants to develop the single-pointedness. Some worship to express gratitude and devotion for the Lord. In Arad Bhakti Sutra, it comes, one of the signs of devotion is Puja Dishu Anuragaha. So much love is there towards the Lord, which will express through the puja. One loves to do the puja of Bhagavan. Why? Because when devotion is there, one wants to then, decorate the Lord, worship the Lord, sing the glories of the Lord. All that happens. So different reasons are there why a person worships. From a Vedantic perspective, what does a puja do to us? A very important aspect we should know. First and foremost, we know in the Upanishads what is said, that our senses are extroverted. Paranchikhani vyatrinat swayambhuhu. So when senses are extroverted, tasmat parang pashyati, they see only outside, they seek happiness outside. To turn them within is not very easy. So the first step is to tune up our senses to the divine. Puja will help us in managing all our senses properly. They will help us to turn the mind introverted by divinizing all our senses. And also by engaging all the senses. See, in japa and meditation, we have to withdraw the senses. Not very easy to do. In puja, we engage all the senses. So with the eyes, we see the Lord. With the nose, we smell the fragrance that is there, flowers and the agarbatti, etc., that is offered to Bhagavan. With the mouth, we chant the name of the Lord. With the ears, we hear the name and the shlokas. With the hands, we offer the flowers to the Lord. So all the senses, they get divinized, they get engaged. And the impressions that are being created on the mind those impressions are also sattvic impressions. So when the Upanishad say Bhadram Karne Bhi Shunuyama Devaha, Bhadram Pashyem Akshabhirya Jatraha, O Devatas, may we see auspicious, may we hear auspicious. In the world, many times auspicious things are there, inauspicious things also are there. So how do we consciously choose? Many things we can't choose outside, they are already there. We have to only control our senses. So one is we develop self-control. Second is we see the Lord. Every day we see Bhagavan, that image goes deep into our mind. And the important point is it is not the form, it's not a picture or a inert murti. For the devotee, it is Bhagavan. So first step, senses will get divinized, senses will turn introvert. And senses will get auspicious inputs. Second step, our mind learns to visualize the form of Bhagavan and the mind becomes pure. A puja happens when we develop a relationship with Bhagavan. So these are preparations we have to do for the puja. See, puja preparation is not only external. Puja preparation is also the bhavana. What is my relationship with Bhagavan? Mirabai had a relationship of love, of beloved and lover. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had a relationship of a child towards the mother. Sudama had a relationship of a friend. Hanumanji had a relationship of a servant. Each devotee. Some Prahlada has a relationship of a devotee of the Lord. So he is Bhagavan, I am Bhakta. So we have to find out which is the predominant emotion in us and which is the relationship with which we will identify with the Lord. So that is how one develops a deeper bond with the Lord. And one should choose one's Ishta Devata for the daily puja. There may be many murtis in the puja room. If it is a family puja room, there are different murtis which are there. Each one may have different Ishta Devatas. But which is my Ishta Devata? Who is my Ishta Devata? I should choose. Towards whom my mind gravitates naturally. Which are the qualities I adore? This form's qualities I love the most. The leelas of that Lord inspire me. There is, when the problem arises in my mind, in my life, which is the Lord's name who comes first in my mind? Which is the form of the Lord that comes first in my mind? Whom do I remember? Seek out for help. Many things like that one can introspect and find out, if one doesn't know, who is my Ishta Devata. So develop that one relationship, predominant relationship with that Ishta Devata. So that's a very important preparation. So what we see in the Gita, one of the manasik tapas is called bhava samshuddhi. Puja will help us to develop this bhava samshuddhi. When we develop a relationship with Bhagavan and we worship, like Ramakrishna used to worship, he was a priest, but his bhav is I am a child and she is my divine mother. And all the puja steps, etc., everything he does with this bhav. So bhava samshuddhi will happen. Senses will get trained, mind will get purified. Third, what we visualize, that we internalize. So all the qualities of the Lord, whichever qualities of the Lord are, whichever qualities that form represents, those we will internalize. That's why Gurudev used to say, Hindus are not idol worshippers. We worship the ideal behind the idol. Today, unfortunately, people look down upon idol worship as though it is primitive. That is because the Abrahamic faiths have taught us that, unfortunately. Across the world, different cultures have worshipped the Supreme in different forms, in different murtis. And our mind definitely requires a support. It is not possible to think without a support. If nothing, one will take the support of the breath, but that is also a support. Or one takes a direction. This particular direction I will sit, and our holy place is in that direction, so one sits in that direction. And then one visualizes that place, or some crescent, or some cross. So that is also idol only. What else is that? So we should come out of this inhibition and this inferiority that, oh, we hum to murti pujak hai. And some people very proudly say, no, we don't worship idols. But they'll have picture of their beloved in their DP. Now, what is that? That is a puja only. What else it is? I mean, that's murti only, no? It's a form. So, one should never shy away from that. We worship the Supreme Lord in this form, and we worship the Lord in other forms also. For us, everything is divine. And we worship the Lord in our heart, who is manifesting outside. So we are not worshipping some stones. We are worshipping the Supreme Lord who is manifest in this particular form. We invoke that Lord from our heart and we repose back in our heart. We will see in the puja steps. So we worship the Lord, and all the qualities that Bhagwan has, those get internalized in us. So puja is a very important step to develop all these qualities, divinize our senses, purify our mind, internalize the qualities of the Lord, then develop a relationship with the Lord. Also, if you see in general, the progression is from the simpler to the subtler. So puja is the simplest sadhana to do, because as I said earlier, it engages the senses. If you see in Upadeshsar also, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, he says that pujanam japa chintanam kramat. First we do puja, then japa, then chintan. So puja, then japa, then contemplation. Chintan is contemplation. Many people skip the step of the puja, then they start doing japa, and then one says, oh, my mind is wandering. Mind will wander because neither we have trained the senses, nor we have improved developed the relationship, nor have we ensured that the form of the Lord gets impressed every day in the mind. Then that form becomes so clear. So puja is the simplest. From there we move subtler and subtler. And the beautiful tradition in our culture is from puja, which is a physical puja, external puja, we move to Manasa Puja, like we have the Shiva Manasa Puja, Stotram. Entire puja is done only in the mind, nothing outside. Then we go to Japa, then we go to Dhyan. So these are proper spiritual steps and sadhanas. If somebody has already done some puja and some samskar is there of the past life and then they are able to do Japa properly, not a problem at all. But in general, I am saying this is the methodology given in our scriptures. Puja, Japa, and then Dhyan. So it lays a good foundation without any suppression, without any frustration, wandering of the mind, all that. If the bhavana is there, relationship is developed, I know who is that Lord. These are all the preparations of the puja, internal preparations. That is how one starts. So puja will help us to grow systematically on the spiritual path. Then puja also helps us to express our gratitude to the Lord and develop this bhavana that, see, whole day we think about how much I got, what did I do. It's all about I. But in puja, we think only about Bhagavan, saying, what does Bhagavan want? What will please the Lord? So we say, okay, for Ganesh ji, there is Durva, he loves Durva. Let us say Shivji, he loves Bel Patra. Or Vishnu Bhagavan, he loves, let us say, Alankara. Krishna Bhagavan, he loves this Makhan Mishri. Durga Devi, so we say she loves Kumkum, or the chunari that is offered to her. Different forms have different likes. That is so that we also develop a bond and we think about the Lord. What does Bhagavan love? What did I get? That is the question that remains in our mind full day. Here, what will Bhagavan like? What will please the Lord? And we do the worship only to please the Lord. Even when we take Sankalpa, we say, Om Mamo Pata Samasta Duridakshaya Dwara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham. For the Priti of Parameshwara, we are doing this. Only for love of the Lord. If this thought comes into the mind, what will please Bhagavan? Now that thought can continue through the whole day. That what actions I am doing in my daily life, in my duties, in my relationships, at my workplace, will that please Bhagavan? Is this worthy of offering to Bhagwan? So puja begins with an altar, but extends through the day to all my actions, in all my relationships. The bhav of karma yoga can come only when there is puja bhav. Karma yoga is not just doing some social service. That also can be karma yoga in some ways. But only when Ishwar Arpan Bhav comes, it becomes 100% Karma Yoga. Ishwar Arpan Bhav plus Prasada Buddhi is equal to Karma Yoga. Puja helps us to inculcate both Ishwar Arpan Bhav and Prasada Buddhi. And of course, Akartritva Bhav, because at the end we offer it all to Bhagwan saying, Narayanaya iti samarpayami. Bhagwan is already offered back to you. So these are various reasons why puja is done and why for a spiritual student it is important. And especially for a Vedantic student, these preparations are very crucial. Purity of mind, single pointedness of the mind, subtlety of the mind, training of the senses, having the bhav of Karma Yoga through the day. So those of us who have studied Vedanta, we know Karma Yoga is the first step, then Upasana, then we cultivate fourfold qualification, then go to the Guru, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan, Savikalpa Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Sahaj Samadhi. This is the whole process. In that, the first 3 steps, puja will help us to develop. Karma Yoga, Upasana, fourfold qualification, it will help to develop. And most important of everything, it will invoke Bhagwan's grace. Everything is possible only with Bhagwan's grace. Puja is the method to invoke Bhagwan's grace. So these are the basic aspects about why puja should be done. Now, some people, we also feel that, oh, puja is very difficult to do. I can't do. Am I eligible to do? All of us are eligible as devotees of the Lord to do the puja. If we don't know Veda mantras, no problem. Veda mantras have certain intonations in that they should be chanted and a certain state of mind in which one should chant, all that. But puja has no such difficulties. Simple shlokas are there. One can chant. So first is all are eligible. Second, puja does not have to be always elaborate. So puja can be done as per our time. Look at our culture. So flexible it is. One can do Pancha Upachara puja. Pancha Upachara is Dhupa, Gandha, Pushpa, Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya. That's all. Only 5 Upachara. You light the lamp, do the Chandan Tika of Bhagwan, do the Agarbatti, offer the Naivedya, offer flowers, chanting the name of Bhagwan. Over 5 Upachars only. Today we will learn 16. Then you do as per your time. So Pancha Upachar is Gandha, Pushpa, Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya. Only 5. Suppose one has little more time, then one can do Dasha Upachar. What are they? So Padyam, Arghyam, Achamanam, Snanam, Vastram, Gandham, Pushpam, Dhupam, Deepam, Naivedya. 10. I will put this on the group, so don't worry. Hare Swamiji, repeat karo, we didn't write. We will put the names of these steps, 5 steps, 10 steps, and then the 16 steps. Shodasha Upachar, that is called. So Padya, Arghya, Achamana, Snana, Vastra, Abhushan, Gandha, Pushpa, Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya, Achamanam, then Tambulam, Rajopachar, Nirajanam, Pradakshina. 16. Over. So different upacharas are there. And there is nothing to fear that, oh, what will happen if Bhagavan will get upset and angry. Some people don't do puja because they think that, if we offer wrong things, then Bhagavan will get upset. So the better not to do. Why should we hesitate? If we make a mistake, Bhagavan is not going to punish us for that so much. We seek anyway forgiveness at the end of the puja, saying that Bhagavan avahanam na janami visarjanam shamasva parameshwara. So Bhagavan is not sitting there to punish us. With the bhavana with which we do, that's all it is. So we should not hesitate with these things. We should know what are the rules or what are the things that Bhagavan likes, what should be offered, and do it sincerely. There's no doubt. One should not entertain some complacency and lethargy. People sometimes ask, Swamiji, bhasma nahi mila Shivji ki puja ke liye, chalega kya? Nahi chalega. Go find Bhasma and bring. Why? Because for us, we do all that, no? Matching earrings and matching lipstick and matching clothes, and there chalta hai kya? Blue lipstick and red earrings and brown color shoes and black color t-shirt. Wahan to nahi chalta hai. There everything will go, find out, get. But for Bhagwan, we become complacent. So the Shastra says, no, one should do like this properly to avoid complacency, to avoid tamoguna in us. If after the best things best efforts I put, I still don't get certain things, that's all right. Then Bhagavan anyway says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. One leaf, one drop of water, one fruit, one flower, it's enough. But that is not a excuse to not follow certain vidhi which is given in the Shastra. Because that vidhi helps us, our mind. And it helps us to become more alert, more tuned up, have the right bhavana for Bhagavan. So as much as possible, we should do the puja with the best of materials available. Whatever Bhagavan likes, get it, offer it, and sincerely pray to Bhagavan. And always feel that we are giving it to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is there. That's the bhav in puja. One should not say, murti ko lagana hai. It is offered to the Lord. That is important. So now this is the background of the puja. Now every puja is done generally with 3 steps, 3 parts. So first part of the puja is called the purificatory part, where we purify ourselves, the samagri, the pranas, we take the sankalpa, we invite the devatas. Second part is the main Shodashopachara puja, where we invoke Bhagavan from our heart into the murti or the picture that we have, or the padukas, whatever we have, whichever form we are worshipping, Shivlinga, anything. And what is the bhav? Just like we invite a guest to our house. So first we call them, please come on such and such day, we have an important function, please do participate. Then when they come, we welcome them, we give them a seat, we give them some water to drink, we give them some refreshments. Same bhavana one has, that now Bhagwan has come to our house. Bhagwan is right sitting here in front of us. So we invoke avahanam, we give asanam. Then we offer water. 3 times water is offered to wash the feet, to wash the hands, to drink. Padyam, arghyam, achamaniyam. Then we offer abhisheka. Abhisheka is optional. If one wants to do, one can do. Otherwise, just do snanam, basic. Then we offer vastra. Then alankar. So, chandan, kumkum, akshata, some places specific thing Bhagavan wants. So then bhasma. Then pushpa. So offer a garland, offer some flowers. If one wants to do archana, one can do 108 names or 11 names or whatever names of 16 names of Ganesh Ji. Different forms are there. Different archanas are possible. Then dhupa, deepa, naivedya, mangal nirajanam, the pradakshina namaskar, mantra pushpam, rajopachar. Some places one gives dakshina. So then these 8. This is the main puja. Then the last part of the puja is we seek forgiveness from the Lord and say to the Lord that all this is offered to you, O Lord, and please bless us. And we pray for the well-being of everybody. So the puja will have these 3 parts. That middle part which we have, that is the part which is flexible. One can do 5 upachar, one can do 10, one can do 16. The first and the last part remain constant. Today we will do the Saraswati Puja and we will do the Shodasha Upachara Puja. I have sent you the document on the chat also. It's on the WhatsApp group also. I don't know if some of you are still, why are you not getting it on the chat? I'm sending it again. You please see. So the 2 documents are sent again. You can download from this chat or from the WhatsApp. Now we will do the puja. So first part of the puja. I just want to see if one screen I can put here. Okay, so this particular screen, okay, Jayashri ji's screen, I am going to pin. So yes, so you will see the screen here. All right. So first step in the puja. So this is the preparatory part. So in the Saraswati Puja Vidhi, till the Devata Dhyanam, first 7 steps which are there, they are the preparatory part. From step number 8 up to this step number 27, 8 to 27 is the main puja, and 28 to 31 is the last part. Now, the puja always begins by remembering Lord Ganesha. So we first light the lamp. There is a lamp which should be lit. Before we start the puja, the process, I'll just tell you how one should arrange things. So altar should be right in front of us. So Bhagavan, whichever form you are worshipping, today we are worshipping Saraswati ji. So you keep Saraswati ji in the center. Then any other forms of the Lord you have, you keep them in the sides. Ganesh ji on the left side, Gurudev or any other form of the Guru you have on the right side. Whoever is the form we are worshipping, the main Devata should be in the center. Ganesh ji and Guru or Saraswati. Some other time, if we are doing Guru Puja, then Guru comes in the center, Saraswati ji on the right side, Ganesh ji on the left side. So that way one should organize. Then there should be the Panchapatra, which should be right in front of you, which is the copper vessel, copper glass. Then the Uddharani, the copper spoon, and the plate, copper plate. So if you are a right-hander, then ensure that the copper glass and the vessel is on your left side and the plate is on the right side. Because that plate, copper plate, we will use to offer water. So keep the copper glass and the copper spoon, that it should have drinking water. Huh? If you don't have, you please bring. Drinking water should be there in that. So that is the copper plate, copper glass, and the copper spoon placement. If you are a left-hander, then do the reverse. Keep your copper glass and spoon on the right side and plate in the left side. Then what we should do is the items for the puja which we offer before Archana, all those items on one side. So before Archana, so Kalash will be on one side, bell will be on one side. So if you are again a right-hander, keep the bell on your right side. If you are left-hander, keep it on the left side. Then keep the Vastra, then Gandha, meaning the Chandan, Kumkum, Akshat, everything on your right side if you are a right-hander, so that from there we offer directly. So Gandha, Kumkum, Akshat, Vastra, Pushpam, then the garland if you have, all this you keep on your right side. Then on your left side you keep Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya, that's it. So the lamps that we have, one lamp we light in the beginning, one lamp we light during the puja as a part of the upachar that we will offer, Deepa upachar which we will offer, And one more lamp we will be using for the arati. So if you have 3 lamps, then arati, if we are doing it, suppose we say Jai Saraswati Mata, that long arati if we are doing, then we should have the lamp for it. At the end of it, we do the camphor arati. Suppose for some reason you don't have 3 lamps and you have only 2, then the lamp offered in the Deepa Upachar, you can use it for the arati. But ideally, one should have 3 lamps. So then, Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya, Mangala Nirajanam. So the lamp with the arati and this camphor stand with that camphor inside it, all should be on your left side. So that, and kalash, it will be right in front. At the altar, you can keep the kalash. Kalash should have water inside, because that water is what we use sometimes for Abhishek. Now that is how the arrangement is done on the left and on the right. So what happens is, when we organize everything like this, the flowers can be on your right side if you are a right-hander. Now the flowers, the tulsi, the garland, all that on your right side. So now when we organize like this, we know in the puja steps that all I need before the up to the archana portion is all on my right side. Whatever I need after that is all on my left side. Simple. Otherwise we are scampering here, there, everywhere, what is where. Then the bhav also goes away. So arrange everything nicely, keep properly. And it is best if everything is there with us. One should not get up suddenly in between the puja, go here, there, because I don't have things. Keep everything ready. So mentally one knows is all preparations are done or not. Once they are done, then we should start the puja. So I hope all of you are set and we can do the puja. All right. So first step, light the lamp. Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye. So chant this shloka and light the lamp. Now take the water in your right hand. I am going to tell everything for right hand now. You can follow opposite for the left hand if you are left-hander. So each time take water now and sip the water with this mantra. Om Keshavaya Swaha sip. Om Narayanaya Swaha sip. Om Madhavaya Swaha sip. Then fourth time, take water in the right hand, offer in the plate. And then wipe your hand. So the napkins we have, I forgot to tell you about the napkin. One napkin should be on your thighs and 2 other napkins you keep down on your right side to wash, to wipe after the snan is over. So now wipe your hand, put on your right ear. Om Govindaya Namaha. Close your eyes, put on your right ear and say Om Govindaya Namaha. So the importance of this step is 3 times we have done mantra achamanam. So we purify ourselves with the name of the Lord. And the 4th time we say Govinda. Govinda is the Lord of the senses. And eyes and ears we close, telling our senses that focus only on the puja, don't wander anywhere. Then lift your hand up, right hand up. Make a sound of clicking the your middle finger and the thumb and rotate it right to left. Circular motion. Digbandha. Om Bhur Bhuvas Suvaha. So when we do this, we are saying that from all the 10 directions, may there be no obstacles that come. May our puja go on properly. Now we purify our pranas. So do one pranayam. With your last 2 fingers of the right hand, close your left nostril. Take the deep breath through the right nostril. With the thumb, close the right nostril. Leave the last two fingers, open the left nostril, exhale. Inhale through left nostril. Close it. While you hold, you can chant Om 11 times. Leave the air through the right nostril, release the thumb. Pranayam. You know, this pranayam, when we hold the prana and we chant Om, that is the time when a person can slip into samadhi, because no body movements are there, no pranic movements are there. Only one thought is there, Om, 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 and slowly when the mind is ready, it will slip into samadhi. That's called kumbhak. So when we hold the breath with full inhalation, and again after full exhalation, both the times when we hold the breath, we chant Om 11 times. One can slip into samadhi. So pranayam. Then wash the hand, right hand. Wash your right hand. Now take one tulsi leaf and pour 1 spoon of water in that. Tulsi leaf in your right hand, 1 spoon of water in the right hand. In the palm, actually, you should keep, not in the fingers. In the palm, you keep and then put the water. Close with the left hand. Place on your right knee. This is a very simple sankalpa. You can add anything more you want in the sankalpa as per your desire. So repeat, you can take the sankalpa mentally. Om Mamo Pata Samasta Duritakshaya Dwara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham Asmin Shubha Muhurte Jnana Bhakti Vairagya Siddhyartham Vidya Vinaya Praptyartham Shri Sadguru Prasada Siddhyartham Cha Shri Saraswati Pujam Karishye. If you want to pray for anything specific mentally, you can do that. Any language you like. When you complete, offer the tulsi in the plate. See, this step is important. What we pray to Bhagavan, this develops our willpower also and also helps us to become clear why I'm doing this puja. So puja, every step is a conscious process, not a mechanical process at all. We make it mechanical because we don't pay attention. So sankalpa. Then ghanta nada. Ring the bell. We invite the devatas. Agamartham tu devanam gamanartham tu rakshasam kurve ghantaravam tatra devatahvana lakshanam. Now, whichever puja we are doing, we remember Ganesh ji first and then the Guru. So one thing we should remember, suppose we are doing wherever we are doing a puja, whoever is at the altar, that particular devata, one can remember and offer a flower. If you have more than the Ganesh ji, Saraswati and Guru, if you have more, then you remember them. Like here there is Shivji at the altar. So then one can remember and offer a flower after we finish Ganesh ji and Guru. Tatradau sarva vignopashantaye Shri Vigneshwaram smarami Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Medeva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. If you have Durva, then you can offer that to Ganesh ji. If you don't have, offer a flower. Then same way, Shivji is here, so for Shivji one can chant Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishweshwaraya Mahadevaya Triambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya Neelakanthaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Shriman Mahadevaya Namaha. Offer to Shivji flower or Bilva Patra if you have Bilva Patra. For Guru, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Offer a flower to the Guru. This much is called the preparatory puja. Actually, it takes only 5 minutes to do preparatory puja. Now the main puja will start. So first step in main puja is whichever deity's puja you are doing, one should meditate on the form of that deity. So there are dhyana shlokas which will describe the form specifically. So when we chant that shloka, we should actually memorize this shloka so that we don't have to see the book. We close our eyes and visualize the form. Suppose you have not memorized it, you see the book, chant the shloka, close your eyes, and then visualize the form of the deity. So here it is, the form of Mother Saraswati. On the WhatsApp group and even here we have put Panchayatana Puja Dhyana Shloka. So Vishnu Bhagwan, Shivji, Ganeshji, Durga and Surya. All their forms, for them the Dhyana Shloka I have put. You can use any of those as per your desire. If it is your Guru, then this Guru Brahma is fine, but visualize mentally the form. If you have specific shlokas for your Guru, like we have Samasta Jana Kalyane for Gurudev, then you chant that shloka. So now Saraswati Devi's Dhyana Shloka. Ya kundendu tusharahara dhavala, ya shubhra vastravrita, ya veena varadanda manditakara, ya shveta padmasana, ya brahma achyuta shankara prabhritibhir devai sada vandita, sa mam patu saraswati bhagavati nishesha jadyapaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Dhyanam Samarpayami. Now, from the heart where we have invoked her, we invoke her in the murti or the form or the image that you have. So touch your heart with the left hand and touch the murti, the feet with the right hand. Om Agaccha Deva Deveshe Tejo Rashe Jagadjani Kriyamanam Maya Pujam Grahana Surasattame Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Avahayami. Bas. Now the bhavana is Mother Saraswati is there in front of us. Now what happens after this is, if we have less time, we only chant the mantra of Mother Saraswati, Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, and do the offering. So whenever Samarpayami is spoken, that is the time when the offering is to be made. Till then the offering is held in the hand. So today, because we are doing a short simple puja vidhi, I will not chant every shloka of every mantra of every step. You are welcome to do it when you have more time. Since our purpose is to do a simple puja vidhi, we will do only the shloka, only the mantra. So asanam. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Asanarthe Pushpam Samarpayami. If you have asan, you can offer an asan, otherwise you offer pushpam. Then water to wash the feet. So these three steps now, water to wash the feet, water to wash the hands, and water to drink. We show it to the mother and offer it in the copper plate. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Padyam Samarpayami. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Arghyam Samarpayami. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Achamanam Samarpayami. Now Abhisheka, Snanam. So take the flower in the hand, dip it in water, one flower, dip it in water, and sprinkle that on Mother Saraswati. Symbolically, we are giving the bath. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Snaniyam Samarpayami. Now, Abhisheka is optional. Whenever you have time, then you can always do the Abhisheka. And then the whole Murti is, then after the Abhisheka, again water is offered, Murti is cleaned, wiped, etc. and placed in a new plate. So today, if you, since we are doing the short one, we are not doing the Abhisheka. Generally for Abhisheka, we will then be using the Kalash. In a short puja, we don't use the Kalash. But in a long puja, if we do with Abhishek, then in Kalash, so in preparatory portion, then we touch the Kalash and we chant Gange Chayamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. And then that Kalash water is used for Abhishek. So today we have done the Snanam. Then you can take the napkin, wipe, so that water we have offered for snanam, you can wipe the murti of Mother Saraswati with the napkin that you have. When we do proper abhishek, then the whole murti is taken, cleaned properly, wiped up properly, and then kept in the new plate. Now, vastram. So if you have vastra, you can offer vastra. Actual vastra can be offered. Some places, people do the alankar. They offer the vastra properly to Bhagwan or to, let us say, Bal Gopal or Shivling. Even Mother Saraswati, they offer the sari or some small vastra. Otherwise, we offer flower. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Shubhra Vastram Samarpayami. Now Gandha Lepanam. So we offer with the ring finger, this finger. Now some say, why ring finger only? Because this connects, there's some nerve connecting straight to the heart, it seems. So that's why we use the ring finger. Now we put little bit of water in that chandan, only in chandan. And if when we use bhasma for Shivji, then we apply water there. But kumkum, no water. So with the ring finger, apply properly. Don't simply apply somehow. How we apply bindi nicely, proper circle, etc. Offer nicely to Bhagwan. Because you're doing alankar of Bhagwan. We're not, some people just apply, somehow they put it, that whole thing looks so shabby. Apply it nicely to the Lord with the ring finger. First chandan. In the center, you can offer kumkum and then take some akshat and offer. Akshat is taken between the middle finger and the thumb and then offered like this. As much as possible, we avoid this finger, the index finger, that's symbolic of ego. So idea is to keep the ego away. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Gandham Samarpayami. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Akshatan Samarpayami. Now garland, if you have, offer it or offer flowers. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Pushpani Samarpayami. Atha Archana. So when you have time, you can chant all 108 names of the Mother. I have given you that also in the PDF. Here we will chant 11 times Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, and with that we will offer the flowers. With each flower, we are offering away one vasana of ours and inculcating one good quality or a positive samskar in us. The flower is held like this, between the two middle fingers and the thumb. This is called Mriga Mudra, the deer mudra. Our mind is like a deer. So we are giving away our restlessness to the Lord with each name. 11 times. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. 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 Archanam Samarpayami. Now we offer the dhupa. So light the agarbatti from the lamp that was lit earlier. Ring the bell while you offer the agarbatti. Agarbatti is offered in a circular motion, clockwise. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuta Gandha Dyogandha Uttamaha Agreya Sarva Devanam Dhupo Yam Pratigruhyatam. Put off the light. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Dhupamagrapayami. Now the next step is Deepa. So light the second lamp that you have. And Deepa is symbolic of knowledge. So we don't wave, we don't shake the Deepa, or we don't move it around in clockwise. We only hold it to the level of the eyes of Mother Saraswati. Our knowledge should be steady, and knowledge is the symbolic aspect, is the vision. So we hold it at the eye level, steady. And ring the bell, offer that. Om Deepam Grahana Deveshe Varti Eka Samanvita Andhakare Namastubhyam Ajnanam Vinivartaya. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Deepam Darshayami. Bas. Keep that Deepa aside. Now take some water in the right hand, sprinkle it on the ground, chant Om while you sprinkle. Then take the Naivedya, keep it in that place. Anything which is packed, open it up. If you have a flower, if you have some fruits, maybe a banana or anything else, then peel one banana. Take a tulsi leaf, offer it on the Naivedya. Take one tulsi leaf, keep it in your hand. And we will offer the Naivedya while chanting these shlokas. Om Naivedyam Grihyatam Devi Bhaktim Mehya Chalam Kuru Ipsitam Me Varam Dehi Nitya Tripte Namostute. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Naivedyam Nivedayami. Now, with that tulsi that you have, we have to offer the Naivedya. The action we do is like this. Keep the tulsi first in the between small finger and the thumb. Om Pranaya Swaha. Then ring finger and thumb. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Then all the five. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Swaha. Now offer it. Offer water 3 times. Madhye Madhye Swadodakam Samarpayami. Hastamukha Prakshalanam Samarpayami. Punarachamneyam Samarpayami. Just give me 1 minute, I'll be back. So after the Naivedya, we do the Arati. So you can, so when we do the longer Arati, as I said earlier, you can use the lamp, the third lamp you have in the Arati plate, and then you can do the Arati with that. Today we will do the short one, so Natatra Suryo Bhati. So the camphor holder that you have and the camphor that you have, light that. Please ensure that in that camphor holder, you put some rice below first and then put the camphor on that. Otherwise, the holder will become very hot. You can't hold it then. So put some rice below, then put the camphor on that. And now you can light that camphor. Ring the bell and do clockwise movement. Om Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Mangala Nirajanam Samarpayami. Now take some water, circle it around the Arati, offer in the copper plate. Take a flower, circle it around the Arati, offer it to the Lord. Now offer the Arati to Bhagwan and you take the Arati. And whoever else is there, you can show the arti to them. Now Pushpanjali. So take Anjali. So Anjali means this, 2 hands together. So take flowers in both hands. Om Bhodevi Sarvalokeshe Nana Pushpasamannvitam Pushpanjalim Pradasyami Grahanedam Mayarpitam Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. With both hands offer it. Now Pradakshina Namaskara. So if you are able to get up, do clockwise 3 rounds. If you can't get up, then on the head above, put the hands and move round. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janmantar Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vinashyanti Pradakshina Pade Pade. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Pradakshina Namaskaran Samarpayami. So when we do Namaskar, the boys will do generally the full Dandavat Pranam. Girls will do half. If you have any dakshina to offer, you can offer to Bhagavan now. In Rajopachar step itself, you can offer that. We don't have a separate shloka in this. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Dakshinam Samarpayami. In Rajopachar, if you want to sing some bhajan, one can sing, or one can chant any stotram, or one can do Medha Suktam, any such thing, whatever. It is entertainment to Bhagavan. And when we finish that, then Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Rajopachararthe Pushpam Samarpayami. Offer a flower. So till this much portion is what we call the main puja is over. Now the last part of the puja is we offer the puja back to Bhagavan. And here the shloka is not there, but you can add that. Om Avahanam na janami visarjanam pujam chaiva na janami kshamasva parameshwari kayena vacha manasendriyairva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami narayanayeti samarpayami. Now take some water in your right hand and offer in the plate. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. So in this step, when we say Avahanam na janami, if it is the male form of the Lord, you say Parameshwara. If it is female form, you say Parameshwari. Now we repose the Lord back into our heart. So touch your heart again with the left hand and gently touch the feet of the mother and shake the murti. This is called Udvasanam. Yathasthanam pratisthapayami. Now we unlock the direction. So again lift the hand, click and move from left to right, circular motion. Athadik vimokshaha om bhurbhuva suvarom. Now pray for the well-being of everyone. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate, purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So this is the shortest puja. Simple puja vidhi, 16 upacharas, and this can be done. Today we started at 11:05. With all my explanations in between, we have done up to 11:32. If you do it on a daily basis, as you become more proficient, 20 minutes maximum, the whole puja of Even with 16 upacharas, it will take maximum 30 minutes. The whole thing can be done. So the purpose here is to inspire all of us to do the puja regularly and grow in our sadhana also. And some of you can please volunteer and let us know on the group who would like to volunteer. We will form puja groups in Mumbai because we have 8 zones. And we have so many festivals that come up and so many programs. And we also want in our centers that regularly puja should happen and people can come. So on birthdays, people can come and offer a Paduka Puja or any important event, in their life. Some child is born or there is some, let us say, marriage happening, any event, or even on important festival occasions. One can come and do the puja. So you can come perform the puja here. There are yajmans who can come and do, and some of you who are the part of the puja team can perform the puja. So regularly sadhanas will happen, and that's a sattvic way to celebrate some nice occasions also. So that is our main purpose of today's session. I hope all of you are able to get this puja vidhi well. If you have any questions now, you can raise your hand and one by one we will handle the questions. On the puja vidhi, on the WhatsApp group, I will also be sharing this one. I'm sharing it here also on this chat. That why do we do puja? There's a small blog that I had written. You can see that. Yes, here it is. And yeah, so this is the link. Yes. Please unmute Shashi. Who is Shashi?
Shashi.
Haji, please, yes. What is your question? Let us know.
Hari Om, Swamiji. My Ishta is Krishna. So generally we don't offer Chandan as of now. So do we offer Chandan also or only Kumkum?
I don't know why Chandan is not offered, but generally in all puja of Krishna Bhagwan, we definitely offer Chandan.
Okay, so I'll change it. One more question, Swamiji. While doing Abhishek, what chanting should we do?
So one can do in general, whenever Abhisheka is done, one can chant Purusha Suktam if one wants. For Krishna Bhagwan, one can chant the Narayana Suktam, if you know Narayana Suktam. So those are Vedic Suktams. And if not, you can chant the Madhurashtakam also.
Okay. And which is the ego finger? Swamiji, I missed that.
Index finger. This finger.
Okay. Hari Om.
Hari Om. When to offer Tambula? Sorry, Tambula is offered with Dakshina. I forgot to mention that. With Dakshina, you can offer Tambula or you can offer Tambula even as a separate step. Tambulam Samarpayami. People offer it Tambula with in 3 ways. Sometimes they offer Tambula with the Naivedya itself, because after food generally one eats Tambula. Sometimes they offer it separately or sometimes they offer with Dakshina. So either of the 3 you can do. Yes, the video will be put up on Chinmaya Shivam YouTube channel. You can go and see there also. Yes, Rashmi ji.
Hari Om Swamiji, I wanted to know during Diwali also Lakshmi Pujan same way or is it different?
Same steps, only the Dhyana Shloka of Mother Lakshmi will change and the mantra will change. Mantra will be Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. That's all. Most of the pujas we can follow the same 16 steps. Only Dhyana Shloka will change and the mantra will change. But please remember the steps wise, the shlokas which are there. If you follow step-wise shlokas, then you have to find those step-wise shlokas of that particular deity. But we have done today the short puja, like Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Like that, it will be Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha for all steps. Padhyam Samarpayami, Argyam Samarpayami. in everyday puja, do we do Udvasanam? Yes, we do Udvasanam in everyday puja. As long as, see, if you don't do Udvasanam, that means then you have to worship like Pranapatishtha. So when we are doing puja, that time we invoke and again repose back in the heart. That's the simplest. Yes, Srijata ji.
Hariom, Hariom Swamiji, I am asking about this, the third lamp that we had kept ready. We didn't use that, so I'm wondering
Arti.
where to use it.
That is for Arti. We didn't use today because we didn't do
Okay.
the long Arti.
Oh, I
Suppose
see.
we do Om Jai Jagdish Hare for Bhagwan, or we do like Om Jai Saraswati Mata, Maya Jaya Saraswati Mata. That time you use the lamp.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and Swamiji, this plate of rice we had kept ready, that is for what purpose? That is for the camphor
Kalash.
lamp?
Kalash. In the kalash, see on the plate of rice which is there, on that
Yes.
the kalash is kept.
Okay.
And then when we do Abhishek, then we invoke the
Okay.
divine rivers in the kalash and then
Yes.
use that for Abhishek.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Hariom Swamiji. Pranam Swamiji.
Okay. So whoever is asking me questions, you please ask raising your hand up because I can't see the chat and this both together. Yes, Deepti ji, you can ask the question.
Hariom Swamiji, suppose at our residence puja temple, if we have more idols, so then we have to continue the same process. At the same time, we can do for other deities also, like if we have Ganesh ji, or at times we are doing Ganesh ji, then we will repeat everything again right from the first for the Saraswati ji. But I just have this little query.
See, the main puja is done of one deity.
Okay.
Of all the other deities, in that step in preparation where we have Guru and Ganesha Guru Smaranam, there you add, like today we chanted Shivji's shloka. Like that you chant for all other deities their particular shlokas and offer one flower. That's it. Then the focus remains only on one.
Okay.
Because if we want to do for all the deities, you must have that much time. One.
Correct.
Suppose you have time and you want to do, nothing wrong with that. Then you add for every deity the shloka, the mantra.
Okay.
But the step will be done at the same time. So suppose you offer Chandan, then you offer Chandan to everybody, and that time you say Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswati Namaha, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Krishnaya Namaha, whatever,
Yes.
and then offer to everybody. So
Got it.
that remains the same then. For all the steps, every deity's name has to be said.
Okay.
Right.
Hariom, then thank you.
Bhadra ji.
हाँ, ये नमस्कार स्वामी जी।
Yes.
जो ये जल बच जाता है लोटे में, उसका क्या करना है?
हाँ, बहुत अच्छा। तो एक्चुअली मैंने बताया नहीं, वो जल जो है बच जाता है, वो जो पंचपात्र में जो जल है वो तो आप पी सकते हैं।
हाँ।
अभिषेक का जो जल होता है, अगर अभिषेक किया हुआ है तो वो तो कहीं जो तीर्थ है वो थोड़ा लेकर बाकी पेड़ में चढ़ा सकते हैं। जितना भी बचा हुआ बाकी जल है वो सब पेड़ में चढ़ा सकते हैं। ऑल द फ्लावर्स कैन आल्सो बी offered in the below a tree so that it will become manure. Please don't put in the ocean and all that.
ओके। और जो ये मतलब प्रसाद नहीं, जो हमने नैवेद्य चढ़ाया था उसका
सबको दे दो।
वो सबको ही, मतलब पानी के साथ जो था।
हाँ, वो सबको दे सकते हैं।
और ये जो लोटे जो नारियल रखा था वो सब नारियल और
वो जो नारियल है वो
पत्ती
one can use in the kitchen, in the food only. वो कलश एक्चुअली बना के रखते हैं। कलश इज सिंबल ऑफ ऑस्पिशियसनेस एंड व्हेन वी डू अभिषेक देन कलश इज टेकन एंड अभिषेक किया जाता है उस पानी से।
कलश के पानी को,
कलश का पानी
पेड़ में चढ़ा दो। अब जो भी बचा है पानी, पंचपात्र का पानी आप पी लो, बाकी पानी चढ़ा दो पेड़ में।
ठीक, नमस्कार।
Okay, Rajesh.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Swamiji, we didn't do a Havan. Can we do a Havan?
No, Havan we can't do online.
Okay.
Keeping Havan online is very difficult. We have to do offline. Sometime we will do offline session only. Whoever can come that time, they can come.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes. Vandana ji.
Charan Sparsh Swamiji. Two questions I have, actually three. One is, what is the significance of using the copper plate and everything copper, or can one use silver? Secondly,
One by one.
Okay.
So copper, generally what we do is copper is very good for the health. We say we keep water in copper vessel, and when we drink that water also, and earlier days, the puja sometimes would be long also. So that copper is a very good this thing. We keep the water is stored in that, and then one drinks that water. And also the darbha grass is sometimes kept in that the panchapatra. So the mantra vibration, whatever is created, those are transferred into that through the darbha grass. So one takes that water. Silver also can be used. There's nothing wrong with that. Silver is not affordable for everybody to do. So for a common person, copper is easy. Copper, brass. Nowadays people use steel also. But ideal best will be copper. It has many health benefits. So that's why we use copper.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Second question was to do with the coconut that we put in the beginning. So if we have to do daily puja, then daily one has to have a coconut.
Not required. One can just use a simple, lota with water, and one can do the invocation of the rivers in that, and then do the abhishek. If on special occasions, when you do longer puja or festive occasions, then as I said earlier, kalash is a symbol of a lot of auspiciousness. So then that day we keep specifically the kalash. Otherwise, daily puja, just one lota of water is enough.
And this coconut then has to be broken, right?
Yeah, coconut has to be broken, and one can use it for one's consumption. Even suppose when we offer coconut in Naivedya, that step I didn't explain. Sometimes people offer coconut in Naivedya. Then if we offer in Naivedya step, then it has to be kept half broken and then open only. It should not be kept full.
Anji.
Yeah.
And the third question was to do with, a lot of after days puja, people put that mauli on the
hand.
So what is that significance? Does one have to do that?
Not for small pujas. Those that is, that's called Sankalpa Sutra. Like say now I'm having this in my hand. So when I started Narmada Parikrama, I took this Sankalpa that I will do the Parikrama fully. So now this will remind me that I have to do. The Sankalpa I have not fulfilled. So till that Sankalpa is not over, this will remain. So that Mauli is or Sankalpa Sutra is tied for that reason. Sometimes the pujas are, suppose one takes an anushthan that, okay, I'm going to do for 40 days, this puja, or this japa, whatever that anushthan is. Then that will remind. Until that is not over, one should keep it. But these small pujas which we do, which as soon as we do in half an hour, 40 minutes, it's over. Then one need not. That's an optional step. If one takes it up, then it is just to remind, okay, have I completed a puja or not? So some people tie that on their hand in the beginning, so that every day it will remind them, okay, today's puja I have not done. So okay, better I do the puja. It's only for that. Otherwise, there's no other need for that.
So it has to be tied in the beginning of the puja, in the start.
Yes, in the beginning of the puja, in the sankalpa, when you take sankalpa, that time you tie and then take the sankalpa. That this is why I'm doing the puja. So sometimes people tie that and they pray, till this sankalpa is not over, I will keep doing this puja, or I will for this many days I will do for fulfillment of this particular desire. Now, if it is a sakam puja like that, then you tie in the beginning once. Not every day you don't need to tie. But if you are doing as a regular daily sadhana, not any specific purpose, only for Chitta Shuddhi, etc., then Sankalpa Sukta is not necessary.
And for people who tie, is it has to be done on a particular hand, like right hand I see in your case? So is it right or is it left?
Generally, people do right hand for boys and I think left hand for the women.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pankaj ji. Vyom.
See those 3 mantras after Naivedyam and pouring water. That
Yes.
can put on the group.
3 mantras while pouring water.
नैवेद्य पूर्ण करने के बाद में जब जल.
Okay. That yeah, I will put on the group. That was not there in this, no? Yeah, Hasta Prakshalanam, Mukha Prakshalanam, Punarachamaniyam. Yeah, we will add that, correct. Mahalakshmi Khargar.
Hariom Swamiji, Manju here. Swamiji, if we have to include a japa in the puja, it should come during Rajopacharna, Swamiji.
Correct.
And everyday puja ke liye, the importance of Sankalpa with the Yajaman's name is a must.
Sankalpa is a must. If you are only the Yajman, then name is not required.
The place and all, like we do full Sankalpa.
Yeah, see, that is up to you. If you want to do, it is just to, as I said, puja is a conscious process. So if I want to do, I can start Om Shubhe Shobhane Muhurate Adya Brahmana Dvitiya Parade Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvada Manvantare Kaliyuge Prathame Pade Jambu Dvipe Bharata Varshe Bharata Khande Meroho Dakshine Parsve, the full. That is each one's choice, depending on what time you have and all that. But otherwise, simple small Sankalpa is good. The bhav is important there.
Okay, Swamiji. Thank you.
It's a good thing to at least remember the tithi and nakshatra, if not the whole thing. So one should say that suppose today like Ekadashi. So we say Ekadashi Shubha Tithau, Asmin Shubha Muhurte, Shraddha Bhakti Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham, etc. So remember the tithi, that today this is the tithi, and bas, do with that. Smallest will be that, remembering the tithi. If you have time, then do from the beginning, full. Okay, Priyanka ji.
Hariom Swamiji.
Hariom.
Swamiji, you've also mentioned about 3 cups, 3 spoons, 2 small plates and 2 big plates. So what is that for?
See, 3 cups may say 1 was for that, no? Or the Panchapatra many times people don't have. So that 3 cups, 3 spoons was meant for 1 for 1 person, and other 2 are extra if there are other Yajmans who sit. So for that was that actually one should have edited out that. If Panchapatra is there, then then extra cup and spoon and plate is not required. For Abhishek, we require 2 plates. If you do Abhishek, then 1 plate where we keep the Devata before the Abhishek, collect all the water, everything. And then 2nd plate where we keep the Devata after Abhishek. So big plates are meant for that. 2 big plates are meant for that. But that 3 cups, 3 spoons and 3 small plates not required if Panchapatra is there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Sejal Pandya.
Yeah. Hariom Swamiji. I have 2 questions. One is, can you speak something about Agnihotra whenever? If you could teach us on to Agnihotra.
Separately.
Yeah. So that is one request. The second is, when we take the Anushtan, suppose some certain japa. So after the Anushtan, after it is over, should we remove the thread that we've tied on our hand and?
Yeah, it should be removed actually.
And then dispersed where?
Bury it in the soil or offer it below a tree.
Okay. And Swamiji, would you be sharing the recording of the puja?
Yeah, This will go in the Chinmaya Shivam YouTube channel. It will come up. You can see there. We'll share the link on the group also after maybe half an hour, 1 or 2 hours when we upload it.
Okay, thank you.
Agnihotra, I won't be doing the demonstration. As I said, how to do a demonstration, it may be difficult, but we will see how to conduct that. We will figure out that.
Yeah, I would really appreciate, because I feel in today's age, if we could learn something about Agnihotra, would be. I'd seen my grandmother do it.
Yeah.
Years back. Yeah.
We'll do.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hari Om.
Beena ji.
Hari Om Swamiji. Swamiji, we did that snapping of the finger from right to left to purify. So then, what about later? Again, you said.
We did 2 times. One time you lock the directions like this, Bhur Bhuva Suvaha in the beginning, and then opposite side again, Bhur Bhuva Suvarom at the end. We did that. Dig Vimoksha, it is called.
So why do we do that second
See,
time?
the earlier day, both the times we have to do. One time you lock and one time you unlock. So what happens is there are different forces that exist in nature. So there can be disturbances which come from any directions. So those mantras help to as though build one like a protective shield or something, whereby the person remains focused in the puja that one is doing, and the external disturbances may they not come. That's the sankalpa that person is taking.
And then why do we unlock it? Why should we again get?
Because you have locked the 10 directions, now the shield is made. You have
Okay.
to unlock it, then only you move about.
Okay, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you.
Yes, Dolly ji.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Yeah.
Swamiji, you said the first finger is for the ego.
Yes.
Right? So then why we wear that guru stone on the first finger?
That I am not aware. I'm sorry. I don't know about the stones and where it is on. And again, it's a symbolic aspect. We say that avoid, because this finger we used to say, you are like this, you are like that. It's a finger where we point, and that's why it's symbolic of ego. Not that this finger is bad or inauspicious or some, one should not have it and all that. But that symbolism is there. So we say in japa, in puja, we keep this, we avoid the finger. But now why the guru stone is worn there, I don't know. That somebody knowledgeable in that field has to answer, because I'm not an expert in that stones and other things. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you. Hari Om Swamiji.
Suhasini ji.
Swamiji, I wanted to know, should we put tilak on our forehead also?
Yes, after the puja is over, then that same chandan tilak you can apply in our forehead.
Okay, Swamiji, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you so much. It was a lovely puja.
Thank you. Okay, Milind ji. Yes, Hari Om.
Offering flowers is a very important aspect of this puja. But we see a lot of people in the morning plucking flowers from other trees or gardens or private property. Is it okay?
I didn't understand the question. The people are plucking flowers from others' gardens.
Yeah.
No. If somebody else's garden, it is why should one go and pluck? One can buy from the market. No, that is why should one go and pluck and spoil somebody else's house? They are
For offering to God from other place without permission. So
no, if one is taking their permission and plucking, that is okay. But if he is not taking permission, even if it is offered to God, then that person, you are making that person upset unnecessarily, and then God is not going to be pleased with that. That is called chori, na?
correct.
So one should not do that. Ideally, ask that person if they give permission, fine. Otherwise, buy from the market.
Yes, we see a lot of people in the morning.
No, that's wrong. If they should not be doing that actually. And if one cannot offer flowers or one cannot afford, then one can do it with rice also, or one can do it with mental bhav also. That's enough. That's up to a person's capability, but one doesn't have to go and pluck from somebody else and displease others.
So should we counsel such people?
Your audio is not clear, so I can't hear clearly.
Should we counsel such people if we see them?
Sorry, can't make out. Okay. Bhadrashil, yes.
सर एक सवाल और था कि जो शिव जी की उपासना का जो प्रोसीजर होगा वो आप अपलोड कर देंगे क्या?
वो अलग प्रोसीजर नहीं है वैसा, ये सेम प्रोसेस, ये 18 जो भी 16 स्टेप्स है वही है। सिर्फ अभिषेक के समय उनके लिए दूध या जो भी कुछ चढ़ाना होता है, अलग अलग लोग अलग अलग द्रव्य से अभिषेक करते हैं, वो स्टेप होता है। एक शिवलिंग के ऊपर होता है वो, और बेल पत्र का स्टेप और भस्म का स्टेप, ये 3 अलग होते हैं।
ये मदर पूछ रही थी मेरी कि ये कर्पूर गौरम जो श्लोक है वो कब बोलना होता है फिर?
आरती के टाइम पे।
अच्छा, ठीक।
शिव जी का वो आरती के टाइम पे।
ठीक है, धन्यवाद।
Sujata ji, you have another question?
Hari Om Swamiji, yes, Swamiji, I have another question. That is, since I do my puja 3 times, 3 times a day, because I have Bal Gopal also. So I consider them all alive. So that is why I offer all my, I offer Shivji also, I offer Saraswati ji also. I offer all for the 3 times only. But this Pran Pratishtha that you were talking of, now this Pran Pratishtha, is it necessary in a house where I'm doing 3 times and I am considering them alive and they are there as us? That's what I wanted to know.
I'm not saying Pran Pratishtha should be done. I'm saying every time you do the puja, we have to do the step of invoking and Udvasanam, because till the Udvasanam is not done, Bhagwan is there. So one cannot not do the Udvasanam even if one is doing daily puja. So that is what I say. I'm not saying the Pran Pratishtha should be done at home, not required. Each time you do 3 times in a day, if you do puja also, morning you do puja, that time you do invoking and Udvasan. Again afternoon, suppose you do invoking and Udvasan. Again evening if you do invoking and Udvasan.
Okay.
Is what I meant.
Okay, thank you, Swamiji. Please, we want to again see your recording of today's puja
Yeah, it will be
procedure.
uploaded, don't worry.
Thank you so much. Pranam, Swamiji.
Okay, last question, Manjuji.
Hariom Swamiji, we have seen many people wearing this pavitram. What is the significance of that, Swamiji?
That only, that pavitram they will make with that
kusha and wear.
Yeah, darbha grass, kusha grass, they will make and wear, and they will also put that in that
yes.
Panchapatra.
Yes.
Idea is only this, that the purpose is the mantras, Veda mantras which are being chanted. Veda mantras have specific vibratory powers when they are chanted in the right intonation. So those subtle vibrations that are created, they will help that person. And also that person has to be responsible to chant, because if you chant a Vedic mantra, that ring will remind you of that. You are chanting Vedic mantra, so be alert and do the proper chanting. And of course, then the benefit comes when the mantra's vibration is transferred to the body also through that grass and to the water also, and then one consumes it.
Okay, thank you, Swamiji.
Okay, 2 more hands have risen up. Okay, Deepal ji.
Hari Om Swamiji, I have one question. Like we have been listening that typically in the daily puja and in your temple, like in our home temple, so you keep only one idol. That is preferable. So how do you? So I just wanted little clarification on that. So then, when you do daily puja, if you have multiple idol, then is it?
See, the family temple can have multiple murtis, no problem, because it's one common temple and each one may have a different Ishtadevata.
Correct.
There's nothing wrong with having more deities. In that, your personal sadhana, your Ishtadevata should be only one, and daily worship of that Ishtadevata should happen. Instead of doing for everybody full, the time will go a lot. So when we do like today's step, what we did, Ganesha Guru Smaranam. In that, Shivji was extra in that altar, so we added Shivji's Man Shloka. So if you are worshipping, let us say, Shivji on a daily basis, and you also have Lakshmi ji, you also have, let us say, Kartikeya, then you add one shloka for them in that one step and offer one flower to them, offer one chandan to them. That's it. After that, you don't do anything.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that if somebody else's Ishtadevata, if they are worshipping, then they can do that for that particular Devata. But you don't do.
Understood. Yeah. Thank you.
Keep
Hari
only
Om.
as many deities as are at home people are having the Ishtadevata bhav. Don't keep every single deity there. Not required. Panchayatan puja maximum. If you want to keep 5. Not more than that. That's not necessary at all. One should be the Ishtadevata amongst those.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji.
Okay. Yes, Nilima.
Hari Om Swamiji, it is me, Rajit here.
Yes, Rajit.
Just one small question. Do you offer Tulsi to Shivji or Ganpati also?
Tulsi is not offered to Ganesh ji, but it can be offered to Shivji, no problem.
Okay. Thanks, Raj.
Kamala V.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Yes.
This is with regard to for two questions. First question is for Guru Paduka Puja, the same procedure we follow, or is it different for Guru Paduka? That's the first.
Same procedure. Only thing is the mantra will change. Instead of Om Shri Saraswati Namaha, you can say Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, or if your Guru has a specific name, like we say Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha when we do Gurudev's Paduka Puja. But all the steps will remain the same.
Okay.
And while doing Abhisheka, you can chant Guru Stotra.
Okay. And the second question is the direction. See, we face the deity, it should be on the side, like we face the north, and can you clear regarding the directions in which should it be?
The altar, the deity's altar should be in the north or in the east, and one should face. Yeah, the deity should be in the north or east.
Okay.
So one faces and sits according to that.
Okay, so north or east only the deity should. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Swamiji. Very well. Bless.
Dolly ji.
Okay. Swamiji, we have a small Krishna Bhagwan which we do puja every day, and we have Shivling. Somebody told me while I was listening to some Gita ji, they said that Krishna Bhagwan needs Radharani and Shivji needs Parvati ji, which I don't have. Is it okay?
It is all perfectly okay, no problem. Krishna Bhagwan, Radha ji is the internal Shakti of Krishna Bhagwan. You have Krishna Bhagwan, Radha ji is embedded. You have Shivling. Shivlinga means Shiva Parvati together. The top is Shiva, base is Parvati. So there is no need separately.
Okay. Thank you. Hari Om Swamiji. Thank you so much.
Radha ji is called Ahladini Shakti of Lord Krishna. So included, don't worry.
Okay. Thank you. Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om. Okay, some people have written in chat also. Okay, so if we do puja in room other than puja room, when can we place the idol puja samagri back in puja place? When you finish the puja, bring it back in puja place. There's no specific time. Can we worship a living guru through padukas? Living guru through padukas. One can worship, no problem. Because every time living guru may not be there, but the padukas of that living guru are there, then you can worship if you want. It's not that paduka puja is done only after guru passes on. That is because the form is not there. Like Gurudev's Paduka, so many people have taken when he was there only. And of course, Gurudev will not be there with them all the time. So the Paduka they will worship when Gurudev was in form also. For Abhishekam, for Devi, Shivji, Ganesh, is it different? See, Abhisheka, the Jal Abhishek is common for all. But Shivji, the people offer the 11 Abhisheka separately, the Dravya, honey and sugarcane juice and lemon juice and different things. That's called Ekadasha Rudra. So the Rudram Chamakam is chanted, then one offers 11 items. For others, one does water, sometimes only with milk. So that is the only difference in the Dravya. And in chanting, obviously, the chantings will be different. One place Rudram Chamakam, one place for Ganeshji we chant Ganapati Atharva Shirsha, for Devi we chant Durga Suktam, Medha Suktam, Shri Suktam. So that will differ. Okay, there are lots of questions coming here one by one. Why are you all getting this? So many times I've repeated already that this will come on YouTube, on Chinmaya Shivam YouTube channel. You please see there, it will come. Can we do daily puja of Yamuna Maharani? Yes, you can do. Along with daily puja separately or with Krishna. You can do with Krishna Bhagwan also, with Yamuna Maharanis together also, no problem. Can we change the idol and bring a new one anytime, or there is a ritual for it? If you bring a new murti, if you are doing like a Pran Pratishtha, then obviously there will be a ritual. But if you are not just bringing a new murti, then do a simple, the daily puja ritual. That's all. If you that first day you do an elaborate puja, after that you can do regular small puja if you want to. Because if you do a proper Pratishtha ritual, etc., then it will become like a temple. Then you have to do every day full process. If murti is broken or chipped, do we have to replace the murti? Ideally, people say that one should replace, because the symbolism, please understand. Now it's not about replace or not replace. Symbolism one should understand is Bhagwan is of the nature of Purnata. So the murti also should be Purna. If there's a little bit of breakage in that, then the bhav will remain. Arey, to khandit hai. Then that will affect the devotion for some people, not everybody. So people say that you replace, and especially in a public place like a temple, etc., where many people are coming, then it is always replaced. It is never kept. Khandit murti is never kept. But if it is your personal altar and you have built a bond with that particular form, then it is up to you. If your bhav is not getting affected, then you continue to worship. Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to give that example that, suppose your mother falls down and she injures herself, you will abandon your mother. So he used to say that, devotee has built a bhav with that particular murti, that form, and why should one change that? So it depends on your bhavana, as far as individual is concerned. But in a place where everybody is accessing it, then ideally it is to change. For every day Shiv Puja, what change should be done? No change except the mantra. Mantra you can chant Om Shivaya Namaha, or you can chant Om Shri Jagdishwaraya Namaha, or Uma Maheshwarabhyam Namaha, any of the names you take, and do the steps. All the steps will remain same, no change. Okay. How to feel the presence of Lord Krishna and be with him every time? It is in your bhav only. If you know the shlokas of Lord Krishna, you know the glory of Lord Krishna, the leelas of Lord Krishna, then in your bhav one has to invoke, saying Bhagwan is with me. He is the consciousness with me at all times. He is the Supreme Lord, and any specific form you worship, then he is my beloved, or he is my whatever, father, mother, child, anything. That is a bhav one has to maintain. Then only you feel the presence. If the wooden temple, the backside ply is cracked, it's a big wooden temple, has the back to be changed. See, again, depends on your bhavana. If you want to change it, you change it. If you don't want to change it, your bhav towards Bhagwan is not changing, then don't worry. Put some nice cloth or something behind so that it doesn't psychologically affect you. If you are able to change it, go ahead. Will you be posting the 5 steps and 10 steps puja also on the chat? 5 steps meaning I will put only the names of the 5 steps. The steps are already there in the 16-step puja that I have put. In that I had explained that preparatory portion remains the same, last portion remains the same, only the in-between portion. In that 5, 10 or 16, that is the choice. So that you can cull out from that puja and you can do as per the need. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.